Hello, ladies and germs. This is Linky24's buddy, UC88, also Shit Tit Man.
And Linker24.
We know.
No, you don't.
I'll be reading chapter 2 of this selected thing of whatever the hell it may be.
It's a fan fiction, Severence of Friendship. I think that's how it's pronounced.
All I know is I'm reading the next chapter.
Just read it. I'm conducting you. Okay, you do it worse than I do.
'Twas a beautiful day for weather. Each spring, early spring had come to Ponyville. The winter had been cleaned up and pushed aside for weeks now. The countryside was simply bustling with new growth. It was also foaling season in Equestria. Apple Rush had picked the perfect time to deliver her first foal. Twilight Sparkle stepped through the front gate of Sweet Apple Acres. It had been a while since she had been out this way. The whole extended family had come by for the blessed event. Here was Granny Smith, absolutely beaming. She had mid-married every living soul in the Apple family. Now she'd be bringing the newest generation. She had never been more proud. Big Macintosh was running the farm while his little sister was busy. He was a whirlwind of activity, pulling the plow, taking care of all the guests, lending support to the proud Papa. What the fuck?
That was a really dyslexic burp.
The old hag has had another foal? What the heck?
No.
I expect her to die.
No. I think that they mean that she's just gonna like jump on it 4 times.
Jump on it.
Good job.
Like, that old hag has had another one. Oh my god.
No, I'm not sure. I think that's a typo. They didn't mean that. Continue.
Okay.
You were at Twilight.
I've never seen him more upbeat and chatty. And here was Peanut.
Yeah.
Penis? I'm gonna call him Penis. And here was Penis, the proud Papa himself. He looked more
nauseous.
Sure. Than proud. He was a bundle of nerves. Twilight couldn't blame him. This would be his first foal too. They told Twilight that she could find Apple. Who the hell's Apple Rush?
Applejack. That's her married name.
That's fucked up.
I know. I told you this already.
His name is Peanut Rush? Or Penis Rush?
No.
It's Penis Rush. The story's fucked up.
Sure.
They told Twilight she could find AJ, I'm gonna call her AJ because that's what they call her in the show at times, over by the Big Red Farm. It figured the Apple family would be sticklers for tradition. Traditional foaling simply made sense. It was likely that every single one of them had been foaled in that barn on a big, warm pile of fresh hay. She found AJ outside circling the barn. Well, now, how you doing, Sir Cube? AJ greeted her.
You don't need to do the accent.
For sore eyes. Glad you can make it.
You don't need to do the accent. I didn't do it.
Sorry.
If you want to, though, go ahead, by all means.
How does that sound for an accent, though?
Pretty horrible. Keep doing it.
You couldn't keep me away, Twilight said. Not on a big day like today. Today? Now, don't you get too excited, Twilight, she said. I only just started Ew. What the frick? Ew. This is a disgusting writer.
Keep doing it.
I only just started contraction. Granny said this could take a while. Did you pick a name yet? Twilight asked, changing the subject. Oh, we did, she said, smiling. We were thinking of Jonah Dash, if it's Colt, and Rainbow Blooms, it's Billy. Rain Below Smash. You need to call it Rain Below Smash.
What? I'm back to your other comment. What did you really expect from this person? His name is high fructose corn syrup. I mean, really.
Good point. That's beautiful, Twilight said. Thank you kindly, she said. Listen, Twilight, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That is so hard.
Let's retry this line, shall we? Thank you kindly, she said. Listen, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. I go, oh! AJ bent over on ponies, on all equines, contractions were quite obvious. Oh gosh, you need Granny? I can get Granny, Twilight said, suddenly worried. Are you serious, man?
Oh my god. Applejack. Oh.
Thank you kindly, she said. Listen, Twilight, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
Just move on.
AJ bent over on ponies, on all equines, contractions were quite obvious.
It's pronounced
oh my
equines.
gosh, you need Granny. I can get Granny, Twilight said, suddenly worried. Are you sure you're even supposed to be walking around? Cool your jets, Miss A, she responded. That's just a little one. Holy shit, that didn't sound very little.
Well, that's because you're voicing it.
Granny told me I should be walking around. Helps the baby ew. More like helps the baby fall out.
Actually.
Get the right end point. I'm not reading this.
Want me to take over?
Get the right end pointed toward the birth canal, and that's a little too much information, Twilight interrupted. I'm sorry, I sure keeps ones I forget that not every pony was raised on a farm. Let's go back inside. They walked slowly back in. AJ laid down in a pile of hay. How's Spike been doing?
Okay, I have the fan fiction right here, and I can't even understand you.
Really?
Yes, I'm able to read what you're saying, and I can't understand you.
Clear your jets, Missy, she responded. This is just a little one. Granny told me I should be walking around. Helps the baby turn. Get the right end pointed toward the birth canal, and that's a little too much information. This sounds monotone as hell, and it's boring.
I didn't say stop now, did I?
Okay. Oh, Twilight said. He's molting again. Getting big, isn't he? Like a weed. He's smoking weed?
Yep.
God, little bastard will share. And he's costing me a fortune in gemstones for doing it. I think he'll be moving out on his own pretty soon now. He's gonna eat Twilight.
Damn it, you're a good guesser.
I know exactly how this is gonna end. Fluttershy is going to trick Spike into eating Twilight.
You're half correct, actually. Alright, continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, I really haven't read this at all. This is pretty damn new to me.
I've read it.
Yeah, we know. You're going to tell me something outside. Oh, right. AJ went on. Alright, I guess I don't really know how to say it. I miss you. Big damn whoop. You and the other Phillies or Flyers?
Phillies.
We used to see so much of each other. It's like we hardly get to see each other fun like we used to. You mean since Rainbow Splat died?
I hate you for doing that. Forever.
Thought for a moment. That too, I suppose. But that was just years ago now. I was thinking more since I got married. Now, all my time is the work is divided between running here,
running the sea farm,
and penis. There's that evil chirping noise again.
Where's that coming from?
I don't know. That's annoying as hell.
Oh, well, just keep going.
I ain't got time for myself. Don't get me wrong or nothing. Penis is a good husband, and I'm sure he'll make a good daddy.
Daddy.
Big daddy penis. But once the baby comes, I don't know how I'll do it. Big Macintosh means well, but he doesn't know nothing about keeping the books.
Calm down now.
And Granny Smith is getting old. She's really slowing down. Twilight, Apple. Yeah, it's Apple Bloom's always running around. Look at this crazy friends of hers getting into who knows. I'm imagining the worst possible situation for Apple Bloom.
Like?
Her little cutie marks a whip and she's a stripper.
I'm very afraid. It's really dark in my room.
Well, she doesn't have a cutie mark yet, so it can become a witch. She can become a stripper.
They don't wear clothes anyway, typically.
Good point. How am I supposed to do everything? How can I do all this and take care of a baby at the same time? What kind of mother will I be? I feel so alone. Her eyes begin to well up. AJ, AJ, Twilight began. The mare's married name still felt awkward on her tongue. Twilight reverted to her filly name, and she had known the pony in their youth. AJ, I just say AJ. Fuck.
You've been saying AJ this entire time, and you fucked it up majorly.
I know that. I'm glad. I hope you get dissed and, like, no one hits like on this video.
I only have 17 subscribers.
Exactly. You fail.
I know.
There's never been more prepared mare in the entire history of Equestria. Your whole family is here to help you. AJ cleared her throat. Twilight continued to started to smile, and Granny
You skipped the line. You skipped the line.
Yeah, I know. Big Uncle Macintosh, he's a rock. I've seen him pull up. I've seen that pony pull up stumps like they were just weeds. Applejack started to grin. And Granny Smith, she's done. She should be dead by now.
It was only like... Never mind. Just keep going.
A couple of years later, she'll probably be delivering your grand foals too. AJ was grinning now. Apple Bloom, the stripper of time.
Oh, I think I got it now. Granny Smith's the one that, she's like the doctor that, she's like the doctor that gives birth.
She's like invincible?
No, she's the doctor, I don't know what to call it. She gives all the C-section. She's the nurse that delivers the babies.
Auntie that Wild Pony's going to be. You better look out for her. Listen, I'm telling you, you've got nothing. Okay, how the hell is she gonna die? Just tell me.
Who?
AJ.
She dies giving birth.
Oh.
Duh.
Twilight's gotta do something.
That's what Twilight does. She kills her. So it looks like she died giving birth. Just keep reading. We'll get there.
You just got a case of postpartum depression. Postpartum what?
Postpartum depression.
Thanks for reading the next line for me.
You're welcome.
Well, I guess in this case, prepartum. It's just hormones. Everything's all sorted out. If there's any problems, I'll rustle together Pinky, Fluttershy, and Rarity. Pinky's on crack. Fluttershy is epic. And Rarity's gay.
Rarity's not gay. She's lesbian.
I was about to say that, actually.
Well, I beat you to it, so suck it.
I'm blowing it now.
I didn't mean that literally.
There's nothing we can't. Don't say it. There's nothing we can't solve together. You're the princess too. You know. Listen, AJ, you got nothing to be frightened of. Are you sure AJ Smith will trust me? Can I skip a couple paragraphs?
No. You want me to take over for 2 paragraphs then?
Might be helpful.
Alright, I'll read 2 paragraphs then. Twilight came out again the next day. Still no foal. The contractions were getting stronger, but Apple Rush wasn't even close to being fully dilated. It would be a while longer, yet she was in good spirits. She had even gotten a few hours of sleep in the night. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Peanut now, because you fucked it up. Had gotten none.
Penis had gotten none.
Peanut had gotten
Penis.
none. There was exhaustion added to his long, nauseated face now. Bags were under his eyes. He looked a wreck. Every in-law in his family kept making their rounds to cheer him up. Granny Smith was still cheerful. Always long labors in the Apple family, she told everyone who would listen. She rattled off a list of names and hours, each getting longer as she went back home. Ponies from town were coming to lend their support. Fluttershy was here. Rarity and Pinkie Pie had been out to visit earlier. Twilight asked Apple Rush if there was anything she could do for her. She could for her? I think it's to do for her. Twilight knew all... Yeah, that's a typo. Twilight knew all number of spells that could do just about anything. Foaling was simple business. Applejack thanked her, but no. She was going to have this baby the old-fashioned way, come hell or high water. Twilight didn't ask twice. She knew how her old friend thought. Still, a small spark leapt from Twilight's horn as she left oh my god, my voice. Barn on the second day. No pony noticed. I'll read this paragraph too, because I don't have my voice. On Twilight's visit on the 3rd day, the atmosphere had gotten more intense. Big Macintosh was still a little frayed around the edges. He was starting to develop that same nervous look that poor Peanut had this entire time.
Penis.
You had to get that in, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Sakura was here, a practiced mid-mare in her own right. So was the nurse pony from Ponyville. It was have crushed... What? I guess you mean it would have? It would have crushed Granny Smith's pride to have called for help. But if it did, she didn't show it. The nurse pony was trained with all the latest medicines. Granny was telling everyone nothing was every pony. You said everybody. It should have been every pony. Nothing was too good for her granddaughter. The nurse was cold, professional. She knew exactly what she was doing. She had total control of the situation. This foal was coming today, no doubt about it. If it wasn't going to do it on its own, they'd have the doctor pony come out and take it. They weren't going to wait another day.
That night, or likely the next morning, Twilight awoke to the sound of furious pounding, shouting on the library's front door. It was time. Just killed someone. She got up, stretched, and calmly walked downstairs. Spike had already gotten up and answered the door. He was moving his bulk aside to let a panicked apple bloom through the door. Twilight! She shouted at once. Come quick, you gotta use your magic. The doctor's been out all night, but you don't know what to do. The baby's in trouble. It got choked up in the cord of the heart and almost stopped. Doctor had bring Penis and Big Mac in the barn turned Applejack over. That got the baby's heart working alright, but they still been in trouble. You gotta come quick, you gotta come right now. Twilight made a show of looking nervous. She made a show of getting books of magic off the shelf and stuffing them into her saddlebags. She looked back at the worried face of Bloom and Spike. With a flash and a bang, she teleported her out of Sweet Apple Acres. Shut up. She saw Penis and Big Mac. There was no other way to put it. They were standing guard in front of the barn. They had rallied themselves and were now full alert, standing like two of the Celestia's palace guards, ready to do whatever it took to save their wife and sister. All she asked them to do was make sure no one came in after her. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
There would be powerful magic, and she could afford no distractions. She went into the barn and closed the door behind her. A flight of dragons wouldn't be able to interrupt her work now, not with those two out front. She sat down next to Apple... Jack. Jack. It's easier to say Jack. What if she just marries a different pony, and then this happens actually? She looked a mess. Looked like a mess. Put like in there. It makes more sense.
No, that's actually a valid phrase. She looked a mess.
But it makes more sense.
Who cares?
She was shivering uncontrollably. Twilight knew that was expected. It was due to a combination of hormones and the drugs the doctor had given her. Twilight had studied the entire process. She was determined to make it work properly. Twilight, oh Twilight, Applejack said, thank you for coming. I'm sorry for earlier. Sorry I didn't ask for magic. She was crying.
No, it's ASCII. It's ASCII for magic. See, it's ASCII.
I was going to say ASCII, but sure.
Who cares?
Hi, you got nothing to worry about. It's not too late. I got spells. I can take care of this. They can take care of anything. You got to be safe. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of the baby too. You promised, Acid. That's delirious.
Yes, it's delirious.
Can't tell him this piece of crap. Trust me, Twilight. Twilight began to work her magic. She could sense Apple Rush's heartbeat. Yes, I said Apple Rush. Be proud. She could feel the baby too. It was small and weak. There was a find it powerful. It's magical.
Magical.
It's magical, Charlie.
Good job, Mario. You saved us.
On Christmas Day. God bless all 107 stars of us.
All 6 ponies of us.
No, there's only 5 now.
No, there's 6. I'm counting the baby.
Oh. Then Twilight began to take control of these forces to manipulate them. Lower the pulse, lower the blood pressure. Apple's eyes opened wide, then rolled back in her head, showing only the whites. Lower the pulse, lower the blood pressure. Apple Rush slipped into darkness, losing consciousness. Take your time, Twilight thought to herself. Pace yourself. Lower the pulse, lower the blood pressure. Applejack was dead.
Apple Rush. Apple Rush. Fuck.
A great wave of magic rolled over Twilight. She had acquired the element of trust. More like evil. It washed over her, adding its power to her own, but it wasn't complete. There was something missing. Its absence cried out. The severing of the element wasn't complete. There was last promise still being kept. Almost as an afterthought, Rainbow Bloom was born a minute later. As healthy as any newborn foal could be, all she needed to do was take her first breath. Sever the what?
Umbilicus. Umbilicus? Umbilicus. That's
The
it.
call, clear the mute. Ew, God, this guy's nasty.
That's actually what you
Her
do.
tiny mouth, nose, and she'd breathe free. Twilight placed her hoof over the tiny mouth. Hilda said she waited a minute or two. She occasionally let the small spark or flare from her horn to make it look like the outside she was ringing down. Then the last element came over to her, adding its aura to hers. Dude, she killed the little baby.
Yeah, well, she had to. Princess
But it's a baby.
Well, you didn't. You made us stop reading the prequel, and so you will be left in the dark.
Okay. Prequel's crap anyway. When Severance was complete, her work done. She got up, went outside to tell the family. They were all there, standing, waiting in front of the barn. She told Penis first. He had no reaction except to close his eyes and slump to the ground. Big Mac had heard what she had told Penis. His reaction was the opposite. He broke down completely. He broke down. Mental breakdowns. Ha! Tore away from the family, kicking and rearing, smashing into wagons and barrels. Splinters flew in all directions. 3 stallions from the extended family watched. Dude, you're gonna all die if you try to touch him. They had their work cut out for him. Twilight went down to the line of family to extend her condolences.
Yep, that's it.
Granny Smith was bawling, but she kept trying to thank Twilight for coming out and trying anyway. Halfmoon was crying in Spike's arms. They had just made it back out of Ponyville for the conclusion. She continued down the line. Each family member, her heart was broken by the tragedy, but they each felt a small amount of comfort from Twilight's kind words. Red Gala, Red Delicious, Red Gala, Apple Fritter, Apple Bumpkin, Apple Strudel, Apple Tart, Baked Apple, Apple, I don't know.
Brioche.
Apple Brown Betty, Apple Cinnamon Crisp.
They said Red Gala twice.
Back to her library in Ponyville. She needed to get back to bed. She had already lost enough sleep the way it was. It was important business tonight and changed a lot.
I'll finish it, I guess.
No, I will.
Fine, go ahead.
So, Princess Celestia. So, severing was complete, my student. It was, Your Majesty.
Those are the worst impressions.
She trusted me completely, right until the very end, even more than doctors and nurses or her own grandmother. Excellent, Celestia said. They would have been very difficult to accomplish. All your training in nature friendship has served you well.
That's horrible.
As your medicine, I thank you a lot. When I was younger, I didn't understand why you sent me to learn those lessons. Now I understand it. I'll be forever thankful. Princess Celestia nodded the praise. I'm beginning to see sense in your strategy, Twilight Sparkle. You're taking out 2 of the sharpest ponies first. Indeed, Your Majesty.
I think you just switched the voice.
Still, it won't get easy from here. It will likely only get harder. It will only get longer and harder.
Oh my god.
You must remember they must never suspect a thing again. Take your time. Years if you have to. The elements must be served properly. Complete? Twilight said.
I'm pretty sure that's not Twilight's voice.
I'm pretty sure I'm bored as fuck with this story.
What's the next one again? What was the next one about? The next one's about Pinkie Pie, yeah.
Call.
You want to do it now or wait?
Do I have to read this one?